You're listening to the Hope Revealed Podcast Network with your host, Matt Crump. The Hope Revealed Podcast Network is home to shows like Hope Revealed, God's Got This Stories, Fight School with co-host and Emmy Award-winning director Bill Nolan. On Clubhouse, the new international room called Let's Get Naked and Cancer FU, Fighters United, or his LinkedIn show called Matt Chat Live. Every episode of every show is designed to give you inspiration, motivation, hope, and the tools you need to navigate life successfully at home, business, or career. So now, your host, coach, consultant, and purveyor of hope, Matt Crump.
All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Matt Chat Live. It is Wednesday. Today is April 21st, and I'm so excited to say that today is hashtag Do One Give Day from 365 Give from my friend Jacqueline Away, and it is underway all day here at Do One Give. So what you can do is go to your own profile and create some kind of a video that talks about something you're able to do as you give something to somebody today. It could be all kinds of things. There's so many things that people have done. They've made donations to nonprofit organizations. They've provided services. Some folks have been giving some of their content. Some folks have been able to buy somebody a cup of coffee, buy somebody a meal, like if you're at a drive-through and you pay for the car behind you, kind of an act of kindness thing, right? There's so many opportunities for you to do one give. So I just want to encourage you today to find a way that you can do that. And when you do it, you're not tooting your own horn. You're just celebrating with the rest of us, because there's thousands of people around the world that are doing this now. And you can come on and make a video here at LinkedIn and just include hashtag Do One Give. That's DO, the number one, and give. GIVE, Do One Give, which is hashtag Do One Give Day, or hashtag 365 Give. All right. When you do that, you'll have a chance to be a part of this movement around the world where people are doing so many great things to bring light, life, love, hope, peace, freedom, excitement, purpose, love. So many great things are happening today. And Lord knows we're in a world where we have a lot of issues that are happening, a lot of things that are not positive, quite a few negative things. So here's an opportunity to do something good. Here's a chance to have some good news for the day. All right. So I want to encourage you wherever you're at. This is still an opportunity here in the United States. It's still Wednesday. It's evening time. Well, not almost evening. It's 5 p.m. Right. So we still got a little bit of time here in the United States. And then in some other countries, like over in Australia, folks are getting ready to wake up here shortly. It's about, 7 o'clock in the morning there for folks in Australia. And they're just getting going on Thursday. But feel free to go ahead and jump in on this one, even though it's Thursday for you. It's still Wednesday for us, the 21st. All right, so that's Wednesday the 21st, and it is Do One Give Day. I'm so happy about that. Also tonight on Clubhouse, I have a show called Let's Get Naked. Yep, Let's Get Naked. And it's not about taking your clothes off. I mean, you could if you wanted to, because it's all audio if you want to sit there and be naked. But I don't want to know about that. So here's the deal with Let's Get Naked. It's an opportunity for folks to be able to share things with other people that you might not necessarily say to somebody else, or in a group of other people, for example. I don't know. Let's say you've got a social media profile and your picture is old, because you liked the picture, it looked better of you back in those days than you really look right now. You're not so happy with that. It's still you. It's not a lie, but it's just not current. So it's not really the truth either, right? So there's things where we get stuck in fear or doubt or lack or imposter syndrome, times where we're busy competing with other people. What do you mean competing, Matt? Well, there's folks out there that do a lot of the same things that you do, and you're going to watch somebody that does some of the things you do, and maybe you get some traction and get a few people that like what you're doing, and they contact you back, and maybe the other person gets 1 million views and all kinds of money coming in, just pouring in. and they're doing the same thing you are. That stinks, right? You get some competition there, some jealousy, pride, all kinds of issues that could happen in somebody's life. We're human beings. It happens. So on Let's Get Naked, we have a chance to talk about those things. We talk about how to overcome some of those issues, how to not get stuck in them in the first place. There's a lot of us that have been through many things over the years. And tonight specifically, we're going to be talking on Let's Get Naked about marketing and about what's too much and what's not enough. There's been quite a few conversations over the past couple of years about what people are exposing of themselves on social media. Now, some folks don't want to necessarily hear that the shop foreman has, I don't know, let's say the shop foreman has an issue with something that happened when he was 12 years old, and now he has a problem with authority or something. They're saying, well, we already know you got a problem with authority. You're a jerk, Bob. But they may not know that what happened to Bob at 12 years old changed his life, and it's really been difficult for him or her, right? Maybe let's say Pat or Chris. And there's things that maybe they would put in some kind of content that folks might be nervous about hearing, or maybe the boss's boss might be nervous about hearing, because you don't want people to know that you're human. You don't want people to know that you have emotions and feelings. My goodness, we've got a job to do here, right? So my point is, tonight we're going to be discussing what's too much and what's not enough. What's that place, that sweet spot in between all that you might be able to find yourself a little more comfortable in when you are sharing some of your content with people. So we have incredible moderators at Let's Get Naked. We've got some folks from around the world that are jumping on this call with us as we join in this room and share years and years of experience, mistakes and victories, different types of backgrounds in sales and marketing, advertising, copywriting, image, branding, right? There's so many different ways we can pull things together. So for a night like tonight, if you've been wondering about content for yourself and how much is too much or what's not enough, right? How can you really portray your business in a good way, a way that feels really passionate for you, but you're concerned about what lines are you crossing, and then what political correctness are you worried about? So we got a lot of different viewpoints tonight, and I think you'll find it's a fantastic room. I tell you what, every time we come together on a Wednesday night, and it's a lot of work for a lot of us because we're all tired and it's a little bit later. Some of our moderators they jump on the call at like 11 or midnight their time to start. So it's a lot of commitment. And tell you what, every time we do the show, it's worth it. Every time. Even when there's times I'm thinking, man, you know what, maybe I should just call everybody tonight and tell them I'm not going to do it so I can get some rest or take a break or whatever. And you end up doing the show and some incredible stuff happens. So I just want to encourage you, if you're on LinkedIn, come on over to our event page here at LinkedIn and look for Let's Get Naked, tonight's event, and join the event page there because during the show, we also have a show. I hate even call it a show. During that event, we do have the live chat going on LinkedIn, a chance for people to say things or communicate things when the mic's not on for you, but you might be hearing some things you'd like to share or bring into the group at the same time. That's what we're using LinkedIn for. So for those of you that are on LinkedIn, we'd love to have you join us there. Now, maybe you want to be on Clubhouse, but you're not. Of course, it's only open for folks with iOS stuff, so an iPhone or iPads, iPhones and iPads. So if you are a user like that, an iOS user, and you don't have an account yet to Clubhouse because it's still beta, I do have some accounts that I can give away. I've got a few, and I'd be happy to give one to you. So just message me at LinkedIn, and I'd love to give that to you tonight. And you can stop on by the event page, and I'll square you away over there. All right. So if you're watching tonight here live, because a lot of folks will jump on later for the replay, but if you are on the live team right now on Matt Chat Live, jump in and say hello to us. Let us know where you're watching from and how things have been going for you. And what are some of those things that you find are touchy spots to talk about in content? It'll be interesting to find out in the comments section. So what are some of the places you find are a little difficult to discuss? Stuff you thought about discussing, but you're just kind of not sure What are some of those places you've thought about? Or what are some places you've watched somebody's content and go, you know what, that's just too much. TMI, too much information. I don't want all that stuff. What are some of those boundaries for you that you find that are just too much, right? So I'd love to hear that in the comments section tonight as we're just jumping through here on Matt Chat Live. All right, so I've got several folks that are already been interviewed. Folks have already recorded some of the shows with me for Matt Chat Live. And I wanted to give a chance for me to talk to you tonight about something that I'm very excited about. And that is my new mastermind, which is called Boomerang DNA, right? So I've got that down here. And BoomerangDNA.com is where you have the opportunity to go to pre-register and find out how you can unlock the code in your own life to be able to really live into a full life of abundance. Not just for you, but for other people. So Boomerang DNA is a specific mastermind that I've been working on for quite some time. Get ready to pull up a few things here to share with you that I've been working on for quite some time. I've talked to a lot of folks over the years. I don't know, thousands of people that I've counseled or coached over the years as a pastor and coaching and consulting as well in business. And there's a lot of things that I've heard, a lot of things that I've talked to folks about and gone through time and time again that really help drive this mastermind in my mind to create something that I thought would be a benefit to you. So for those of you that might be entrepreneurs, executives, CEOs, folks that are aspiring to move into those areas of your life, maybe you already are doing fairly decent. But there are some things about your life, your core values, your core beliefs that you don't feel like you're exactly aligning with your work, but you don't want to quit either. So you've got these places that are a little bit awkward. Sometimes you get stuck into the work life with a business career, corporate, that you end up doing things that you may not necessarily have done, things maybe you don't like, maybe they're not unethical, but they're just things that's just not really you. And you'd like to do more of yourself, input some more of that DNA, your own coding into what's happening because you think it can make a difference. You just don't know how. Well, that's what we're going to work on in Boomerang DNA. All right. So it's a place where it activates your core design, launching you to be the CEO of your own life, your business, your career, and live a life of abundance. So I just want to encourage you. I don't know if you can see this very well. Let me go back to the top here. All right, we'll go over here to Boomerang DNA. Let it focus. All right, you can go to my website, Boomerang DNA. You'll see that there. And you can scroll a bit, and you come over here to this section that's pretty light. Sorry. There it is, where you can go ahead and do some pre-registration. So this is not free, obviously. It's 90 days. And for 90 days, you're going to have me. So all of my skills, talents, and abilities, things that I've been able to do over my life as a marketing guy, a branding guy, design guy, a thought process guy. I mean, I've been a business leader. I've been an entrepreneur, CEO. I've started up businesses, retail businesses, a pastor, started churches, and we built churches in different locations here in the United States. So I've been through all kinds of leadership experience, not to even go without talking about my military experience in leadership and the time that I served during the Gulf War. So there's a lot of things that I have in my life that I've been able to pull from to be able to help to pull and align some of these places where we can help align your beliefs with action so you can really achieve that abundance that you're looking for, maybe the one that you haven't really gotten to yet, but you want, and to be able to help other people. So go to BoomerangDNA.com so we can have that conversation. I'm only going to take 10 people for a 90-day program. You're going to get all of me for 90 days, and I'm going to be focused on you. We're going to go through all kinds of things, but you can go to the website specifically to find out what that's about at BoomerangDNA.com. If you'd like to do that, be considered to be one of the 10, then register now while you've got the chance. I'm only going to do it for 2 weeks, and then we're going to start the full mastermind at Boomerang DNA. So I can't encourage you enough to jump on there right now as quick as you can, and let's do something powerful together to make a difference in the world. All right. So that's BoomerangDNA.com. Let's see going on down there. All right. So the other thing I talked about earlier at the top of the hour is 365 Give, my friend Jacqueline Way, and today is Do One Give. Maybe I could do a little banner here. Let me create one of those things here for you so you know. Let's do hashtag. Boom, 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 and boom. All right, so there we go. Hashtag do one give. As I mentioned to you earlier, you have an opportunity now to make a difference in somebody else's life. It doesn't have to be like stuff that you would read about on the news or online that something was massive. I mean, because here's the deal: buying somebody's food could be amazing. Like if you were in line at a drive-through and you pay for somebody behind you, the act of kindness, right? A random act of kindness, that do one give could make a big difference. You don't know what happened to that person's life. It could be they've been wrestling to pay their electric bill, or they've been arguing with their spouse over how they're going to do this or do that. And then all of a sudden somebody buys their meal. It changes everything. The atmosphere changes. Cutting somebody's grass. I made a video this morning talking about maybe you cut your neighbor's grass, or buy somebody some coffee, or you make a donation to a nonprofit organization. Whatever works for you. But the opportunity to come together and do something like that around the world, where people are doing that today, is absolutely amazing. It's still going on. Obviously, in some parts of the world, it's already Thursday, but in the United States, it's still Wednesday, and we still have a chance to do the do one give. So I would love for you to do that. Make sure you put in that hashtag do one give, and then also you can do 365 give, hashtag 365 give. Here is the company page. If you're on LinkedIn, go to that company page at 365 give. And there's more information there about what Jacqueline does through her organization. Now, this is not just a one-day deal. This is a chance for us to come together on one day and do something incredible around the world. But this is going on every day around the world. And her organization has been doing some amazing, amazing things in the lives of people, kids, teachers. So many opportunities for you to find out how you can be a part of 365 Give. So I'm going to encourage you to go over there and join up. It's free to join. And there's so many neat things that she has as resources for ways that you can make an impact in somebody's life by doing something for somebody else. So if you're short on ideas, head on over to the site, 365 Give, and you'll find out all about it. All right, so that's some recap of some things. Then don't forget, tonight here coming up shortly at 7 p.m. Eastern time is Let's Get Naked. That's tonight. We're going to be talking about your life. All right, so I'll give you a little bit of a idea here about some of the things I did on. I'm pulling up Boomerang DNA. Check this out from Boomerang DNA in a second. But before I do that, I want to talk about a couple of our sponsors here. If you'd like to be a sponsor on our show, when we regularly have guests, and we have a whole lot more going on than just me yapping for a little while, we'd love to have you be a sponsor of the show. It's amazing. Like Elio, who had sponsored me and was directing our show for a month last month. Really was helpful for me to really pull some things together and to create some space and time that I'd have to do certain things that Elio did for me. But if you're interested in somebody producing your shows and even more, he's got an incredible studio. He does stuff with people around the world. And then my great friend, Danny Shannon, who has encapsulator.io. And what an amazing, amazing company he's created. So I'll give you a little bit about that and Boomerang DNA, and we'll be back in just a minute. let me take that off there. There we go. A little bit about Boomerang DNA. And I'm super excited about this mastermind coming up. Hey, I like my little new background Scott set up here. I created a little bit new look for my studio. Got a few new signs that I thought were pretty cool that I'm enjoying. And I hope you get to enjoy some of these things you see behind me. They might be inspirational for you too. But man, I can't tell you how excited I am about Boomerang DNA and how excited I am for you to be a part of that. There are a lot of challenges that entrepreneurs and executives face. One of the most challenging is to find a way to stay true to your core values while growing your business in order to serve more people and make an impact in the world. I mean, really, that's what we all want to do. All of us that are out here trying to do what we do it because we want to make an impact in the world. We want to do what we love so it makes a difference in somebody else's life. And I really, really hope that I have an opportunity to work with you to do exactly that. I have met and been through so many different coaching programs, lots of coaches, some great ones and some not so great ones, some programs that were really stellar and awesome, some other ones that were just a huge waste of time. Just all they really wanted was my money. They didn't really care about me at all. They just wanted a notch in their belt and to say that they were on ClickFunnels, millionaire list now or some double comma club. I mean, whatever, who cares about that? I mean, obviously money is important, but to me, it's just a tool, something that I need myself to be able to do some of the things that I'm doing around the world, obviously. But here's the thing, most entrepreneurs, they really have no idea how you can do both things, like serving people, impacting the world, and being true to yourself. Many times they don't even realize that their growth, a lot of things they've done in their growth in their life has really gone astray from what matters the most because it happens so gradually over time. I call it subtle seduction. It's when things just creep in a little bit at a time and you're just kind of unaware. It's like the story of a lobster or a frog that's in some water and they bring it to a boil. It slowly comes to a boil. I mean, they can stay in the water for a period of time because they don't realize they're getting boiled to death. Right? If you jumped in some big old hot water, it makes a huge, huge difference. So it's a big deal when you do that. Oh, hey, my buddy Gene's on there. Hey, Maddie. That's so funny. He says, Maddie, thanks, Gene. Hello to you too. A nickname my mom used to say to me a lot when I was a kid. And I didn't care for it as much. But now I've got so many people that call me Maddie from the UK and Australia, primarily in Australia, that now I've actually enjoy it being called Maddie. Hey, Maddie. They call me Crumpy and Maddie, right? Faye out there and Danny, my friends. A lot of you call me that name. But anyway, I'd rather be called that than some of the other names I've been called in the past. So a lot of times people don't even realize that this growth, this things that they've been doing has kind of gone astray because what matters most, it happens just so gradually over time. And when this happens, you might feel like you're spinning your wheels and really going nowhere fast. It's a horrible feeling when you're doing everything you can to do everything you feel like you can offer people and you're getting nowhere quick. Nothing's happening, right? I understand that completely. I've been there more times than I would want to say I've been there. So Boomerang DNA is here. That's why I've created this. I feel the same things. I've been going through the same things, and I've learned a lot over the years to be able to pull this together. Then hopefully, if you are able to apply a lot of things I'm going to teach you through the system of Boomerang DNA, it'll help you. It'll save a whole lot of time and progress where you're wanting to be way faster than ever I did. So I would rather you be way more successful than me. That's what I'm hoping happens here. So after a lot of years of coaching, consulting, I spent a lot of times putting together this mastermind just for you. So Boomerang DNA, it will bring you back to your core values, aligning beliefs with action to not only give your clients what they need, but lead you to abundance, right? It's that whole boomerang thing. You throw it out there and it comes back. What givers get. Givers get, givers get, givers get. One thing I've learned as a follower of Jesus is that you can never outgive God. I have been so many times in my life felt like I didn't know where the money would come from, how I was going to make something happen. Had no idea, no clue. And then somehow it would happen. We would not have enough money to pay the bills, and then somehow the bills would be paid. We wouldn't have food. Sometimes there'd be food. Folks, there's time in my life and my wife when we were younger in our marriage that we were really struggling. She was doing pizzas at Pizza Hut, and I was selling vacuum cleaners door to door. And we were facing a very, very tough time in our life financially, and didn't know where things were going to come from, didn't know where food was coming from. And we came home from church one night, And as when we pulled up, I saw something on the front porch, and it was bags of groceries. Somebody had dropped off some food to us. We didn't tell anybody we needed food. We were running low on food. We didn't have enough money to go to the grocery store, but man, God's good. He's really taking care of us. That's my whole point, getting back to that givers get. The entire time, we never stopped giving. We never stopped believing in the concept of blessing other people and doing the best that we could to help others. And givers always get, right? Givers get. So I want to encourage you, whether you join Boomerang DNA or not, to be someone who's a giver, because givers will always get. Don't give to get. There's a big difference. If you're a giver, just give to give. But if you give to give, it makes a major difference in the lives of people around you. So we're going to unlock the code of those core beliefs in your life and find out a way that those things align with your beliefs now, to be able to put some things together to really boost you to where you are now to where you could be. So I'm going to use everything I've got in my arsenal to help people that are on this campaign. That's why I'm only going to do 10 people. I just can't invest all of my time in more than that, because I'm going to give all that I have. And to do that, it requires a lot of time and effort on my part. And I thrive in places where I can be creative. I love to do that, but I don't want to shortchange anybody either. So that's why I'm only doing 10. That's why I want to encourage you to go pre-register. Let's have a chat to find out if you're really ready for something like this, because it'll be a lot of work, and it's going to be serious, intensive, one-on-one time. Sometimes you're going to be mad at me, and sometimes you're going to want to give me a big old hug and a kiss, right? So a virtual one anyway. So I want to be able to help to make a difference in your life, because I know if I do that, that we both win, because we're going to make a difference in the lives of other people. All right. By the way, I don't have your book out here, Gene. I was reading it this morning. I left it out on the counter over there, but I was reading Gene's book about mile markers this morning, and I was using it as a devotion for myself. Oh, sorry, I got a phone call coming in. I was using it as a devotion for myself, time where I just spend time with God and trying to read through some of the things and try to see what God would speak to my life. Now, the book isn't exactly set up that way, but there's some great stuff if you get a chance to check out Gene's book. Gene Girdley, my friend Gene, I'll pop his name up here if some of you might know him on LinkedIn. If you find things like that, short reads, right? I mean, Gene wrote the stuff that each little chapter, each section, each mile marker area is maybe, 5 minutes you could read and really have an impact in your life. And that's really one of the best things. There's yet another phone call. Everybody's calling me right now. It's time for me to be talking on the phone, I guess. Sorry about that, y'all. I need to put my phone on do not disturb. That's what I should do. There we go. Anyway, check out Gene's book. And he's got it right now on Amazon.com, and you will be blessed by it. It'll make a big difference in your life, I guarantee you. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to run through a few things here on a short version of Matt Chat Live. Next episode of Matt Chat Live, I've got several guests that are already that have been amazing shows. I can't wait to share with you over the next few weeks, and you're going to get some of those coming up shortly. But tonight, I just wanted to talk about a few things that are going on right now. That's why I want to talk about that with Do One Give. So hashtag Do One Give. You still have a chance to do something. You still have a chance to tell everybody about it. Do that. Then don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern is Let's Get Naked, where we're going to dig into some marketing and content creation. What's too much and what's not enough. I think it's going to be a fantastic episode. A great event for tonight for you to hear. And then, of course, Boomerang DNA. I just want to encourage you, again, if you are not doing something right now, you're in the middle of things of your life, you just want to get to the next step, and you're just kind of, I hate to say stuck because that word gets used so much, but you're kind of just stuck in the mud, I guess, or you want more and you're ready for more. Whether it's your business, you're a CEO, business owner, small business owner, local business, or if you are working for somebody else and you want to advance in your career, there's all kinds of things that we could do inside of Boomerang DNA. So go to that website, BoomerangDNA.com, and now's the time to do it. It's not going to wait, not going to be around much longer. So jump on there to be one of the 10 that I'm going to work with for the next 90 days. And I'm giving it at about 40% off of my normal 90-day coaching packages. 40% off my normal 90-day coaching package, which I guarantee you will be thousands less than you'll pay for other places, because I've been there, done that. So it's a great deal financially. It's a great opportunity for you to dig in for the next 90 days and have massive transformation in your life and the lives of people around you. All right. So that's Boomerang DNA. Love to see you there, BoomerangDNA.com. All right. So what a great opportunity we've had this week to do some good things in the lives of other people. Make sure you stop by Jacqueline Way's site on LinkedIn, or at least use her hashtag at #DoOneGive and do one give today. Do something to serve somebody else. And then just put a little video together, a little post together, and tell everybody about it, because it's going to inspire them. And we're to find out how many people are going to make these posts today. I'm so excited for Jack to find out, because last year she had thousands and thousands of people that interacted, 25,000 different comments and posts and things of that nature. So what could be like that this year? I don't know. Matt's a great coach, Gene said. Thank you so much, Gene. I appreciate that. And I guess folks will find out if they come on over to BoomerangDNA.com, and we'll work on that together. All right, y'all. So this was not a big old scripted show tonight. I didn't have a lot of things that were just polished up for you this evening. I just wanted to come raw and real and just give you a few things that I thought were important as far as timing for the day that's here. So next week we'll be back to another episode with a guest that I'll have here at Matt Chat Live. And I hope that the next hour or so you'll join us, hour and a half or so. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get some dinner and get ready for Let's Get Naked, because it's going to be good. Now, if you're not on the event page, go to LinkedIn and go to the event page and register for that tonight. It's free, of course, and you can follow along with us on Clubhouse. All right, so thank you again so much, y'all, for being a part of Matt Chat Live and for being a part of my life. And I'm so grateful that I get a chance to be a part of yours. So thank you again so much, folks. I look forward to seeing you the next time. Same Matt time, same Matt channel right here at Matt Chat Live.
Thanks for tuning in to another.
Well, it's not playing.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode here on the Hope Revealed Podcast Network. If you'd like to find out more information about this episode, or learning more about Matt's coaching or consulting services, resources, or booking information he has available, please visit mattcrump.tv. And thank you again for tuning in. And remember, in any dark place or any uncertain moment, right around the corner, there can always be a hope revealed.